So we're here with Jared Wilson and Donald Reeves, and we're going to do a quick Q&A. I did a survey with a Facebook group and was able to gather some common questions that are asked by potential buyers. So I'm here to help you get some answers to those questions. So first question, how long have you each been in the industry actually? Let's talk about that.
I've been in the business with Service First for 15 years, in the industry for 26.
26, okay.
And in the industry overall, for 5 years, been with Service First now for just under 2 years.
Okay, awesome. So we've got a very knowledgeable team, and they really have gone in to hone in on their skills and become the best lenders they can be for you. What type of homes can I purchase with different loan options?
You can really buy any type of home. You're limited a little bit on maybe mobile homes or like log cabin types. Those are niche markets for niche lenders. But you can really buy any type of home, whether it's construction and new construction, whether it's an existing home. Your different loan programs are set up for different types of homes as well, and different buyers.
You can even buy a foreclosed home with a loan, correct?
Yes.
Okay, number 2, what loan products have a fixed rate? I know a lot of buyers are concerned, they really don't want variable rates.
FHA, conventional, VA,
So really most of the loans
all
are
of
actually
them.
fixed.
They do. You have options between fixed and adjustable rates in any loan product, and you have different variables for time. You can get a 15-year, 10-year, 20-year, 30-year. There's a lot of options available.
Okay. Number 3, how long will the entire process take?
From start to finish, the pre-qualification process takes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. It's gathering some basic information about income, housing history, employment history, just gathering basic information so we can pre-qualify. Once we have that, the longest process is going to be actually finding a home and getting it under contract. Once you're under contract, the loan process takes 21 to 25 days.
And a lot of that depends on the buyer, how fast they can get the documentation that we need. Because if the buyers are slow getting us the documentation, it will take as long as they take. Because we still have to go through the process of verifying all the information. So the faster the buyer moves, the faster we can move. Me and Jared both have to close loans from the time they sign the application to the time we have the clear to close in less than 10 days, calendar days, because the buyers move fast. And we have done some that has taken 45 to 60 days because the buyer won't get the documentation. So
the really important thing to remember is that how long it takes is really up to you as the buyer, getting documents in on time and really working with your lender and your realtor to get things done in a quick manner. Okay, what are the initial docs you need from a buyer?
paycheck stubs for the last 30 days, tax returns and W-2s for the last 2 years, bank statements covering the last 60 days, 401ks for the last statements or any IRA accounts.
So basically any proof of
IDs.
income.
Proof of income, proof of assets, anything that you're going to use towards the purchase of the home has to be verified. Stability of income for the W-2s and things like that. It's also important to know that we ask for the basic documentation from everybody up front, and it's all the same. But the information on those documents can be vastly different from buyer to buyer. So once we obtain those documentation, we review the documents, we might have additional documents that are necessary, but only again to verify the information that's important, the income, the employment history, housing history, and stability.
Awesome. And one question I have for you, and I know this will help a lot of realtors also, is what are some things that the seller can do to help the buyers in their loan process? Maybe something like getting the surveys out in time, or what kind of things like that? Is there anything that as a seller can they assist?
I think they can, understanding the timelines that are in the contract and what is required, being accessible. If we have questions or we need to, like you said, get a survey or provide updated information, verify that an option's been received, things like that. Just mostly being accessible is probably the biggest thing.
Okay.
HOA information is probably the biggest thing that they can do. Being upfront with the HOA information, getting us in contact with the HOA, because that's usually the hardest thing for us to do is get in contact with the HOA companies and getting that kind of information.
Awesome. Well, I think that'll do it for today. Thank you guys again so much for doing this with me. I know this will help a lot of buyers out there and just anyone that's curious to know how the loan process works. Again, this is Jared Wilson and Donald Reeves with Service First Mortgage, and they are fantastic lenders. They've really become masters at what they do, and they go out 100% every time.